Have you ever walked into a room and suddenly felt like a tiny spotlight switched on above your head, making you wonder if everyone noticed your messy hair, your funny walk, or the strange noise your stomach made at exactly the wrong moment? Or maybe you've caught yourself replaying something you said hours ago, lying in bed staring at the ceiling, thinking, did that sound weird? Or do they think I'm cool or awkward, or secretly a potato pretending to be a human? That curious, slightly nervous feeling comes from a big question humans have been asking for a very long time. Does it really matter what other people think of me? And if it does, how much should I care? From the moment you're born, other people's opinions start floating around you like invisible speech bubbles, parents cheering, teachers guiding, friends laughing, strangers judging, and sometimes that one kid who looks at you like you just said something from another planet. Some philosophers say caring about what others think is actually part of being human because long ago sticking together helped people survive and listening to others was a way to stay safe, learn rules, and figure out how to belong. That means your brain is kind of wired to notice opinions, like a social radar constantly scanning for signals that say, you're okay, you fit in, or sometimes, That was a little strange. But just because your brain notices opinions doesn't mean every opinion deserves to move into your head, unpack its bags, and start rearranging the furniture of who you are. Some thinkers believe that other people's opinions are like weather reports they can be useful to know about, but they don't get to decide who you are, and you definitely shouldn't let a rainy comment convince you that you are a storm. Caring a little about what others think can help you learn kindness, empathy, and how your actions affect people around you, like realizing that words can be soft pillows or sharp pebbles depending on how you throw them. But caring too much can feel like carrying a heavy backpack filled with everyone else's expectations, worries, and judgments until it gets so heavy you forget what you actually like, think, or feel. Imagine trying to draw your favorite picture while a crowd stands behind you shouting, "Make it bluer." No, greener, add a unicorn, erase everything. Eventually, the picture stops feeling like yours at all. Some philosophers suggest that your true self is the quiet voice inside you that knows what feels right, kind, interesting, or meaningful, even when outside voices are loud, confusing, or a little unfair. Other thinkers remind us that people's opinions are often more about them than about you, about their moods, experiences, fears, and preferences, like how one person loves broccoli and another treats it like a personal enemy. That means if someone doesn't like your ideas, your style, or your personality, it doesn't automatically mean you're wrong or bad. It might just mean you're different, and difference is how the world stays interesting instead of boring. Your brain, especially while growing up, is still learning how to balance listening to others with listening to yourself, which is why some days you feel confident and bold, and other days you feel like hiding inside a hoodie forever. Philosophers often say the goal isn't to stop caring what others think, but to care wisely, to learn whose opinions help you grow and whose opinions you can gently set down and walk away from. A kind friend who wants you to be better, a teacher who helps you learn, or a family member who supports you might be worth listening to, even when it's uncomfortable. But the voice that mocks, shames, or tries to shrink you into something smaller than you or doesn't get to be the boss of your self-worth. Some thinkers describe self-worth as an inner lighthouse, glowing steadily even when waves crash and winds howl, reminding you where you stand and helping you navigate without getting lost in every passing comment. So when you ask, does it matter what others think of me? The answer isn't a simple yes or no, it's more like a careful balance. A dance between learning from others and staying true to yourself. You can listen, reflect, and grow without erasing yourself. You can care without letting fear drive. You can belong without pretending to be someone else. Next time you feel worried about being judged, pause for a moment and ask yourself, is this helping me grow, or is it just noise? Because not every thought deserves your attention. You are allowed to be thoughtful and confident. You are allowed to care and set boundaries. You are allowed to be yourself, even when not everyone understands you. And when you learn to choose which opinions matter and which ones don't, You take one more brave step toward becoming someone who feels comfortable, strong, and at home inside their own mind. Because the most important voice you lions ever listen to is the one that helps you become kinder, wiser, and more fully you know spotlight required.